lost by 2.
By 2?
Yeah.
Dang. Close one, huh?
Came from behind in the last few.
They came from behind, or we did?
We came from behind.
I'm keeping my eye on the Alabama LSU game.
Is that going on right now?
LSU's up by 6 in the fourth quarter.
All right, Coach Shirley, you want to make an opening statement and then
Yeah.
we'll take some questions?
Yeah, just again proud of our team. You know, I'm proud of our coaches, and I'm proud of our team for coming out and executing a game plan and getting a win. In a winning's tough. I say that every week, and I'm proud of our team continuing to learn and get better, and just the committing to the process just as much as Saturdays. I mean, these games and programs are built throughout the week, and just your consistent effort and believing that everything matters. And you know, we've won 4 games in a row here. The message has been 1-0 each week, and so the confidence that I have in the leadership group of knowing that that will be the same next week. We'll come in here at 2:00 tomorrow, and we'll get to work on the next one. But I don't want them to get tired of that feeling in the locker room of enjoying a win. I told them that it doesn't matter if you're a freshman or senior, and your games are numbered at some point, and you get old, and you remember those times of just coming in and winning and sitting at your locker and look at your teammates and enjoying that, and your parents after the game. And so I want them to enjoy that and be smart tonight. And less than 24 hours here, we'll be back in this same room and going to work for another win.
Have you approached it like you've been in the playoffs for 4 weeks now?
Yeah, I think that, you know, I meet with our leadership council on every Monday, and you know, I told them you should never. I think that they've bought into that is you should approach every single week, every practice that like you're 2-4. If you do that, I mean, it's Military Appreciation Week, and sometimes I feel like we use the word, you know, that we're going to battle, we're going to war. We're really not going to war, you know. There are really people going to do that. We're going to play a game. But if you can put yourself in that situation, if you can put yourself and imagine yourself doing that, the attention to detail you got to have going to war. If you do that and you take that seriously at practice and games, and you execute on that type of level, you're going to be pretty good. The game, you know, as I've learned, it's you can't make it bigger than it is. It's about executing the fundamentals, not, you know, penalties, and just blocking and tackling, open field tackles, not holding out on the perimeter. You can see, I mean, going back the 2 games that we didn't play well on offense, we had so many pre-snap penalties or post-snap penalties. And today, when we get behind the chains, we get a holding out on a successful play, we probably don't throw that pick. But it's just about the buy-in of learning how to win, and these guys continue to get better. We're not there. That you know, that's why I had to kind of get them going a little bit in the locker room after the game, of just getting just as excited every week. You know, I think that there's some guys knowing we could have played better, we could have finished, you know, we could have scored a couple more times and we didn't. And that's good, you know, to have that bad taste in your mouth after you win by 30 in our league. We'll take it.
Is next week, is that the biggest game for you since you've been here?
Well, I think you know, every game has been. I mean, this season. I mean, if we don't win this week, nobody's talking about us, and it's, you know, you're back to 5-5, and it was a good 3-game win streak. You know, I think that, you know, what we've talked about is there's just a standard to go about each game. So it's not gonna change. Obviously, you keep winning and you get to keep playing, you get to keep going. But they've approached that. When we were 2-4, if we would have went to 2-5 against Youngstown, nobody'd be having this talk either. So it's the same approach as that, and it's the same approach as going on the road to South Dakota and going on the road to Indiana State. And I mean, because if you don't win the next one, then the next one's not any bigger either.
Coach, you used the formula of the run to set up the pass, but today it seemed almost the reverse. You were successful throwing the ball early, and that opened things up in the run game. Was that the strategy for this game?
Yeah, I thought that, you know, we came out and we threw the ball early. Felt like I've been saying that, you know, when you got a lot of weapons, it's nice to be able to put in game plans which you feel like gives you the best chance to win. And when you have a defense that's playing well, a good punter, playing well on our coverage units. So, you know, I've been saying that Corey's been playing well. You know, his stats last week might not have shown that, or we haven't asked him to do a ton, not because we don't think that he can. And I think tonight, you know, proved that he can. He's more than capable. There's a few times he stayed in the pocket and took a couple shots and delivered a few really nice balls and scored some touchdowns. And then you see that we got some weapons on the outside with Cox, you know, is a dynamic player, and Landon is dynamic himself and has been consistent since he's been here. And then, you know, the three backs try and find ways to get them the ball. Just got to keep spreading it around.
You talk about the first half. That's as sharp as I've seen him and as confident as I've seen him deliver the ball.
Yeah, no, I would agree with you, but you know, we wouldn't put that in the game plan if we didn't see that in practice. You know what I mean? As far as that, we wouldn't ask him to do that if we didn't know that he was capable of doing that. You know, even last week, you know, that's what I like to see out of our receivers, come back and make some of those plays. I don't know about the play that Landon was down in the end zone. I mean, that's a good play, a really good ball too. We forget about that. Was a fumble, but we had a couple drops last week, you know, that could have made that game a little bit different. A couple third downs. Landon slipped coming out of a break, where Corey delivered a really good ball on an in-breaking route that probably would for sure pick up the first down, maybe more. And so to see them come back to work, they had a kind of a bad taste on their mouth riding back from Indiana State last week, and to see them come and respond like that and create put some balls on the money for them was nice to see.
Another solid defensive.
Yeah, you just can continue to you know, say that each week. You know, I said that at South Dakota State. I said that at Illinois State, which are really good teams. But another I don't know how many we have, but you know, another Missouri Valley Conference opponent that you hold them to, you know, 250 yards of offense and you know, 5 of 15 on third down. You know, they're playing. You know, today didn't get that big turnover. You know, but I mean, you're just in the drives that they're going on. They're having to work. I mean, it's an emphasis for everybody, and it's harder said. I mean, it's harder to do it than say it. But you can't let explosive plays go for touchdowns. You know, teams are going to get yards. I mean, in this day and age, and the spread offense and screens and throwing it around and all that, I mean, they're going to pick up some first downs. But you got to make them consistently go on first downs. And when you see that, it got tight for him in the red zone. You know, even the touchdown come on a third down or a fourth down on but we made them work. You know, we made them earn it, and they've been doing an unbelievable job of that all year.
It looks like the longest play, according to the quickie stats, that you gave up all those 20-yarder.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So that, you know, one 20-yard gain. You know, and again they rushed the ball 30 times for 66 yards. If you can stop the run and make them one-dimensional, and you can get them to third down and you can get them off the field, I know that we'd like to get him off the field on a couple of those third downs. The one he scrambled for, felt like we were in good coverage. Thought Cody maybe came in and he's got contain on that, got his eyes bad, and he's an athletic quarterback. He made us pay on that. But yeah, if you can stop the run, you're going to give yourself a chance every week. All right, appreciate it.
Thanks, Nick.
All right, thanks.
See you.